Court went on and on and on. We would go once a week, twice a week. Sometimes it would be postponed for 2 weeks, and we would have to sit there wondering what is going to happen. My lawyer pulled me and David to the side in a separate room when one of the cases got continued. He said, from here on out, it's going to be a big uphill battle. They're going to try to require you to do substance courses, domestic violence, anger management, drug tests, pill count. So they wanted all this. What did we do? We did it immediately. We went to anger management, substance abuse classes. I went to domestic violence, co-parenting classes. And we volunteered to do a hair follicle drug test, which goes back, I think, a year to 3 years. I don't know, as long as they want to go back. We were cooperative 100%. Did anyone ever order us to go get all this done? No. Was it a suggestion? Yes. So we took it as the best advice that we were given from our lawyer, and we went and got everything done we had to. Hey, y'all. Looking like a hot mess right now, but it's alright. I'm sitting here in the car waiting on David to get out of his second anger management session. So everything that's been happening lately is just, I know it's crazy. I know I haven't been able to tell anyone. I've been quiet, but I'm just going to start documenting everything and let you guys in on what goes on. This journey has been really hard so far. Right now, I have to sit here, wait on David, about an hour for the anger management session. He does it one-on-one with this lady. I met her. She's really nice, really understanding. And, yeah, he's going to do about 6 sessions. It's going to be an hour for each session, $100 for each session, which is so that's $600 to get this anger management class completed. Other than that, earlier today we went to a substance assessment, which you go and you speak to a counselor and you tell them if you use drugs, when you use drugs, history of using drugs, anything like that, and then they send it off to Child Protective Services. So, we're doing everything we can. We're cooperating every way we can for CPS, and it's just really sad. You know, you have FaceTime conversations with your kids, and they're always saying, I want to come home, and when you go visit them, and they just hold on to you. They don't want to let you go. And they just want to come home. So bad. I've been having nightmares about my kids being taken from me. I'll wake up with panic attacks. I'll wake up in the morning throwing up from having too much anxiety during the day. And at night, I wake up like, oh, I have to get the kids ready for school. And they're not there. And sometimes I can talk to Kaiser, sometimes I can't. Sometimes, you know, Nathan's busy, and sometimes we argue, and he doesn't let me talk to Kaiser. Me and my mom, we're not doing good at all. Our relationship has just crashed. It was going good until all this hit the fan, and then my mom just went to court and basically just said that David is a bad person. David shouldn't be allowed around kids. She had no reason why. She just said he had an anger problem. Same thing with Marissa. I know you guys been hearing lately, oh, Marissa went on stand. She said the truth about what happens at the land. Well, the truth is that Marissa said we just cuss at each other. That's it. So that's why my kids are taken from me. I just don't get it. CPS claims we were uncooperative. You know why? Because I have a gate at the end of my 500-foot driveway. And every time they came, they left a note in my mailbox and left. They didn't call me to tell me that they were at the end of my driveway. When we have the mosquito guy come to spray our land, when we have the pool guy come clean our pool, they call us when they're at the end of the driveway and we let them in, no problem. We would never have a problem showing them our house or anything. Before CPS had the petition signed to get the kids taken away, they took Kaiser without even having a judge's signature. They told Kaiser's grandmother to come get him from school. And Kaiser's grandmother took him out of school, didn't even check him out with a computer, and they had no idea where Kaiser was. And that's when they called me saying that there's an emergency and I need to call them as soon as possible. So I called them, they tell me, call CPS. You know, Kaiser's grandmother took him. So what do? I go call CPS and they tell me you need to involuntarily sign your kids over, and if you don't, they will go to a foster home. I said, well, why? What are the allegations? Well, you have to come to our office and sign these papers, and then we'll tell you the allegations. I said, no, I'm not signing those papers, and I'm talking to my lawyer. I'll give you a call back. Called my lawyer. My lawyer said they have no grounds to do this. Go get your son. So I tried my hardest to get Kaiser back on Mother's Day weekend. And his grandmother said, we're at the condo, which is her condo down the street. We asked her, we said, where's the condo? She said, you've been there before, you know where it is. So then, I asked Nathan, where's the condo? He said, I'm not giving you the address. Kaiser's in an unsafe situation, and you don't need to have him right now. And so then Kaiser was gone for Mother's Day weekend. My mom wouldn't let me have Jace for Mother's Day weekend, just because CPS said I advised Jace not to go there. They didn't have any paperwork signed by any judge. They didn't have any authority to take my children at all. And now, we're going through all this. And I'm just, trying to stay strong and doing what they're asking us to do and cooperating. Like I said, I would from the beginning. But I'll check back in later and let you guys know another update. Did you have fun today? What did you do?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Did you do anything fun? Did you go to the trampoline park?
No.
Oh.
But, Mommy.
What?
Mom, when I come back, can I go to trampoline park?
Yeah, we can do that.
When I come back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what was in our systems when it came back for the hair follicle test? Marijuana. So, the judge knew. I mean, we're openly honest. We have medical marijuana cards in California. We smoke when we're out of town. We don't smoke around the kids. Then it was in the tabloids that we had to give psych evaluations and that they are ordered to and they have to. We were considering it a little bit just because we were trying to cooperate. We weren't ordered to do anything. We were just voluntarily, okay, let's go check out a psych evaluation. So we went to Raleigh, me and David, and we went to a psych evaluation place, and they ended up giving us 3 papers, a 500 questionnaire, and then they gave us 3 additional ones were about each child that you had in the household. Me and David looked at this and got anxiety, and we said, no, this is the only thing we're going to refuse. Because we talked to our lawyer about it, and our lawyer literally said, if you get a psych evaluation, it is because you are so mentally unstable and they have evidence that you have to prove yourself. Well, there was no allegations against us that we were mentally unstable. We denied it. We didn't do it. We got lunch and we went home. And we had to drive 3 hours to Raleigh. So that was a big waste of time. So, babe, how was anger management?
Well, I mean, I wasn't angry. So I didn't really want to go. But I did get kind of sad. She asked me a lot of, my background information, and I was telling her about everything that's happened between me and you, and how everybody thinks that that we fight or something, or that I've hurt you or whatever, and just kind of told her the real story of everything that's happened. And then I explained to her how even my ex has all these old lies against me, where she says that I hurt her while she was pregnant and everything. And I just told her the whole story. I told her how she turned my chair over while I was sitting down and tried to beat me up while I was on the floor, and she fell across me. She fell on top of me. Yeah. But then she goes and lies and said that I pushed her down.
Yeah.
And you just can't lie on somebody like that. I told the counselor all this, and I was just getting upset because all these lies from people in the past and even people now is what ultimately makes me look like a horrible person.
Yeah.
And it's really messed up. So, when I was talking to the counselor, I was just trying to tell her, I feel like the whole world is against me. And it stems from back then when she told those lies.
Yeah.
And then to now.
Like you were already dealing with it before you even met me. Yeah.
I was already dealing with freaking lies, and then she takes it to the public and tells the courts her lies and tries to hold it against me. Like, how are you gonna freaking lie like that and then try to hold it against me in court? So, in my opinion, if you're trying to take someone's kids away for no reason, then you don't deserve to have kids. Especially if it's my child and you're trying to take him away from me for no reason, then you don't deserve to have him. If you try to have someone locked up and put in jail for no reason, you need to be put in jail for no reason, for that reason. That's just bullshit.
That's why they have falsifying police report, as a charge.
Right.
Because they don't like dealing with the bullshit.
And see, the thing is, when she took her lies into the courtroom and used it as evidence, well, then it's not considered anything that you can use to hold against someone. Defamation of character, whatever.
Yeah.
You can't sue somebody for defamation of character if it's information that came from court.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit, because it's public information.
Yeah.
That's putting it in the public.
And they said it on record.
And you said it on record. Like, you should be able to use that. Like, I didn't mean to get upset.
No, it's okay. No.
I told her.
She wants to know how you truly feel. She doesn't want you to be a hard ass. She wants to truly know how you feel, to see if you're a hard ass, then she's going to assume you have an anger problem and that you don't want to talk to her, and you're not like that. And it's good that you're opening up to her, because you can trust her, and she's not like someone that can go sell information. Only if we have a HIPAA contract with someone, we're comfortable to talk to them, which is very sad. But it's still, guess what? It's still going to go to the court, whatever you say. So, yeah. Not really everything in detail, but an overview of what was said. It's still going to go to the court, but guess what? It shows that you're being honest and you're opening up and you're not angry. So.
Yeah. Well, I told her about some of the traumatic things that happened in my life and how I was able to control myself in those situations. Because she asked me, is there anything big or major that ever happened in your life that scared you or was traumatic or whatever? And I told her, I said, yeah, actually my brother tried to kill me once. I said, and I just, the only thing I did was try to protect myself. And after, it got to the point where I really thought he was trying to kill me and I had to protect myself with, a weapon, I felt bad afterwards. And tried to help him. But the thing is, he didn't feel bad.
Yeah.
Even though he slammed a TV on top of my head while I was already passed out on the floor, he didn't feel bad, because when I went to try to save him or help him as he was basically running away, you know, I got up to him and I'm like, dude, let me help you. Let me take you to the hospital or whatever. He punches me in the face.
Yeah.
He had no remorse for slamming a TV on my head and kicking me in the face and sucker punching me and screaming that he's going to kill me the whole time. He had no remorse for that. To the hospital, the nurse was like, are you Jamie's brother? Because he's back here wondering if you're here, because he said he wants to find you and kill you. And I'm like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah,
he
like,
already tried to kill me.
He won't let it go.
He won't even let it go, and he's laying in the fucking hospital bed.
Yeah.
Damn. This shit really kills me, man. And people expect me not to be angry about stuff like that. Like, got the whole world against me, and people expect me not to be angry. Okay. You know, there's different types of anger. Just like there's different types of love. You have anger about, you know, sad things that happen in your life. You can have anger about towards a person. You know, there's different types of anger, and if you don't have anger at all, then how could you even be defensive?
Yeah.
How could you have confidence? How could you go to war? How could you win a game against an opponent if you don't have a little bit of anger in you that gives you the feeling that you're...
Well, anger is natural.
Of course it's natural.
Have you seen...
It's an emotion.
You know the Emoji Movie?
Yeah,
and
an angry emoji.
Well, no, not even that. Like, the guy, he has all sorts of different emotions, and they're like, no, you only have one emotion.
Right.
It's like, no, I don't have one emotion. I have many different emotions, and this is one of them.
And a lot of people get labels and stuff like that by going to a doctor, when really, you know, you could have every label in the book if you're judging yourself by the way you act on a daily basis. I mean, hell, I could be bipolar for 10 minutes and then never be bipolar again. You know what I mean? Like, just if I go to the doctor and say I was bipolar the other day, they're gonna write it down on a piece of paper, and then it's always gonna say that I'm bipolar.
Well, you know what bothers me?
And they're gonna try to give me medicine for it.
It bothers me that one person says, oh, I'm scared of David, and all of them follow. Or one of them say, David's angry, and all of them follow. It's like, wait, have you ever been around David angry? No. Then why are you so scared of David? Like,
David popped a balloon. I'm scared for my life. Literally had like 2 beers, and then got taken in balloons on my way out. On my way out. And popped the balloons with a damn keychain. Like, people are dumb.
and then everyone reported it was a knife.
Yeah. Freaking idiots.
Like, it's never ending. All this haunts you. Everywhere you go, every time you go to court, oh, well, what about when you did this? Well, what about when you did that? And it's like, no, all that, first of all, MTV's edited, so you can't use any of that against me or anyone else in court. You just can't. It's highly edited. You don't have the raw footage.
Yeah. Plus, like, when you meet new people or if you talk to your friends, you don't know what to think about them if they believe some freaking lie they heard on the internet. They lie to you, say, I don't believe none of that crap. I don't believe that. Of course I don't believe the news. But they might still believe it.
But then when you go in a gas station, you have the gas station owner saying, oh, David, I see you all over the news, but
yeah.
I don't believe it. And then you think in the back of your mind,
he probably believes it.
Do you believe it? Why would you bring it up?
Yeah.
Like, everyone brings it up. And then it's like, if we don't talk about it, if we don't share our side of the story, then we're hiding something and everyone else must be right. When no, we just really can't talk right now. It's like, we're doing what our lawyers advise us to do. We're not trying to piss off the judge. I'll just document everything that's going on. Are you hungry?
I don't know.
Like, I was hungry. But again, anxiety. Like, before you got in the car, I was explaining how, we went and got the substance assessment done.
We
And
don't have any substance problems. Talking about smoking marijuana when we go out of town to somewhere we have a license to do it at.
yeah.
Like, if that's a problem, then maybe you should fire all the doctors in California.
The substance lady, when we went in there and started to explain our story, she was very confused why we were in there, because when we explained her everything, all they found against us was cussing at each other. She was like, so why are you here?
She's like, there's got to be more.
And she's like, there's got to be more evidence or something why they're making you do all this. And we said, no, literally what we just told you is everything that's happening. His daughter went on stand, said she doesn't like us cussing, asked if there was physical abuse. She said no. They said any kids get hit or spanked? No. What happens when they get in trouble? Oh, they have to put their nose in the corner for 5 minutes. So, I mean, this substance lady was highly confused why we were even there, and said, okay, I'll send them the report. So I guess she's gonna maybe put in a good word for us, or didn't find an issue with us, which is great. Like I said, David has all of his anger management classes scheduled, and he's been going. And it's awesome because, like I said, it's one-on-one, so it's very private. He doesn't have to deal with being in a group setting with everyone snickering and whispering and taking pictures, or going to sell the story about what was talked about. And then it's like, even if he did go to group, then you, like, if you didn't talk, they would be like, David didn't cooperate. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
And then the judge would be like, well, you didn't cooperate. Like, so we try to think about every scenario that they can put us in, and we try to cross our T's and dot our I's. My lawyer says. He's awesome. My lawyer's awesome. Just to let you guys know.
Yeah, he's a beast in the courtroom.
He is a beast in the courtroom, and he really cares about our situation, and he's doing everything possible he can to try to help us, and he feels bad. So, but I guess I'll report to you guys later and give you an update tomorrow.